the day. Please don't be late. Call your friends, I'll call my friends. Let's go and be changed. TMP is doing the most. TMP is doing the most. It's the time of the day. Please don't be late. Call your friends, I'll call my friends.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the Miracle Perspective, and this is another episode of the TMP Legends Show. Legend Show. Legend. The reason I'm emphasizing this is because we have one of South Africa's media legends today. You might know her depending on how old you are. You might know her by different names, from Agnes Mokwebo. The new generation, 2000s, you might know her as Zandile from Makoti. I know her because you know what we are. You get what I mean? I know her as Millicent Makhado. She has honored me today in coming to bless us on the Miracle Perspective with her presence, with her experience, and with her knowledge to help some of you navigate through life even easier, man, in this path of media life, finding yourself and gaining your identity. And let me introduce to you the one, the only, Millicent Makhado, everybody. Welcome to the Miracle Perspective.
Thank you so much.
I really appreciate having you here. It's not easy to get you here.
Yeah,
it wasn't easy at all.
It wasn't.
But I'm happy that I got you here. How are you?
I am blessed. Yeah.
That's it.
I am blessed. Yeah, I'm here.
Thank you for coming. So please, I mentioned that you are from Muvhango, Agnes Mokwebo, from Makoti, you are Zandile. And those pictures give us as viewers a certain perspective about you, a perception about you, and we interpret you in our ways of how we see you on TV. So I want you to take that away and tell the people, who are you?
My name is Millicent Chisikawe Makhado. Chiwera, meaning I'm the only girl. My mom has 4 boys and I'm the last born, so Chiwera. Chisikawe is my grandmother's name. Millicent is a name that I was given by my mom. She said when she was pregnant, she bought a drum magazine, and on the cover was Millicent Mseleku, who was an actor, model, TV presenter, everything.
Wow.
And she just loved the name and called me Millicent Makhado.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I'm named after Millicent Mseleku.
And today you're here.
And I love what she loves.
Wow, coincidence.
She was a model. Unfortunately, really? I'm short.
So this thing of your name follows you works?
Yeah, that name followed me.
Wow.
Yeah.
We have one thing in common.
She's in the US now, so I think I must just that pick.
Oh, well, at least I got you before you left.
Yeah.
The one thing we have in common is that I'm the only boy amongst 4 ladies.
Wow.
I'm in the middle. You are at the end.
Yeah,
as the only lady. Great stuff. So tell me, your journey of life, you went into media. When did you realize that you wanted to be a media personality?
Like I said, Millicent, the name followed me from primary school, high school. I started acting. You know, we call them skits. We used to do like small sort of drama, stage dramas in school. Like in classrooms, we would perform to different people. I would be leading. I don't know where I got that energy, but I would be leading dramas, and we'd be talking about HIV/AIDS, teenage pregnancies, and all those things in different classes. Then they would call me to go to other schools and perform as well. So yeah, I guess when I was I think they call it grade 8 now. In my time, it was standard 6. Yep.
People might find it weird when you say "in my time" and you're like this. Come on, you're only 16 years old.
I know. I am. Yeah.
So tell me,
I've been living.
When you got to Muvhango, was that your first big hit?
Yeah.
In the medium space.
I did extra in different shows before. Then I started to go study acting, drama, speech and drama. That's when I got the job in Muvhango.
Right now in South Africa, on Twitter, people are complaining about you're giving people jobs in the media space without qualifications, whereas there are people who are qualified in this field and they're not getting those jobs. What is your perspective when people are having those kind of issues, complaints, or other people are just getting employed without qualifications just because of maybe who they are or who they know?
Yeah, let me not say yeah. But it's like
Because I'm asking because you said, let me just give a background. I'm asking because you said you studied that and you got a big hit or a big opening in the media space through studying. The reason I'm asking this is to sort of like see how you would feel if you studied that, graduated, and you didn't get anything. But then you see someone else who didn't study, who didn't go through all those sleepless nights, do all those assignments, and they're not getting it.
You know how I can answer that is that it's the same. I'm gonna make an example with music. There's a lot of people who believe they can sing, especially when they're in the shower, and in real life they can't sing. So they go to school believing they can sing. They study, have all these degrees and stuff, and when they come out, no one hires them because they can't sing, but they study. So you'll find that I'm an actress. I study acting, and I can't act. Acting is about talent. Music is about talent. You know, if they find a talented person more talented than me, great. What I want is for people to be given an opportunity to audition. Auditioning meaning it's more like an interview in a business sense. You are given an opportunity to showcase your talent. So if I'm auditioning with 500 other people and they find that one person who didn't go to school but they are talented, that's great because it's about talent. At the end of the day, people want to see your talent. Can you act? You see, I might have 20 drama degrees, but can I act? And you find it's just my passion. It's something that I want to do, but I can't. You know, but because my mom said, oh, my child can sing, my child can act, and then I decide to go and pursue it, you know, but that's how I can answer. If we find talented, I'm only worried when we're hiring people who cannot act because Mang Mang knows them, they are related to Mang Mang, who's Mang Mang, you know, but it doesn't only happen in the entertainment industry. It happens everywhere. Everywhere. If you want to hire someone, you first ask someone that is close to you, do you know someone? And then they just hire that person because you know them. It happens everywhere. It's not just here. It is sad to see people who cannot act acting on TV while people who can act, because I'm going to talk about acting, not about the degrees that we have, but about the performance. Can you perform? So it only hurts when you see people who cannot perform on TV because they know Mamma or post Mamma, you know, or they are related to Mamma. But if they can act, great. Because it's about talent at the end of the day.
We've been talking on the Miracle Perspective. I had different guests, and I remember, I think it is Guadalupe Gabia, where we're talking about education and the relevance of education. And he mentioned this very profound idea of there's a difference between your calling, which is your purpose, and your career.
Yeah.
And what you're saying takes me back to that, to say that there are people who are gifted in acting, people who can do it. They don't need to study for that. They just can do it. And there are people who are following the career line where they study, they get all the belts, but they can't do it. So,
and there are those who follow that and they get the training and then they become the best.
Exactly. So what do you say to an individual who is there in the shower right now saying, Mina, I'm going to be the next big thing?
Idol.
What do you say so that they don't
go to Idol?
Some idols can be harsh sometimes, but I mean, for them not to get their dreams crushed later, thinking all along, all their lives they've been doing great. What can they do to avoid that disappointment later on in their lives?
I love disappointments.
Okay.
Yeah. I used to be scared of being, I'm lying when I say I used to be scared. I love being disappointed when I pursue something, because it only teaches me that, oh, okay, so this was not for me, but then I go on to something even better. How can I make an example? I can make an example about auditioning. You audition with 500 other people for that one role. Let's say, for example, it's on Generations. They are looking for a lady, the age of what. When you go there, you see different types and different shapes. Because now Millicent is 30 mamang, but she's small. Mamang is 30 mamang, but they're big. Different talents. And you go there, you perform your level best, and you're like, I want to move. And they don't call you. Then you see this person on TV, where like, Mara, I'm better than this one. Why is she here? And that is demoralizing yourself. So the best thing is to go audition. I always say to people, audition and forget. And maybe you have like 5 auditions per week. You audition today, forget. Focus on the next audition. Forget. If they call you, they call you. If they don't call you, they don't call you. It's fine. Doesn't mean you are bad. Doesn't mean you can't act. You are just not what they're looking for at that time. So other people go there, they're disappointed. Why didn't they call me? Now they want to hang themselves. Now they want to kill themselves because they were not called for that audition or that interview. Because why? What is wrong with me? Why did they call Mamang? I was the best. Yes, you were the best, but there was somebody better than you. That is why they hired that person. Keep being the best. Continue on that level or even higher. Let that push you to do even bigger. You go there tomorrow. You tell yourself, today is another day. I maybe if I failed that one, it's fine. Somebody will see me. An audition, this is what I've learned when I was at school, is that even when I'm acting on TV, it's an audition to something else. You are auditioning, so you never stop performing. Because if you stop performing and say, I have arrived, I'm here, I'm on Muvhango, they might fire you tomorrow. So you audition. So your performance every day is an audition for the rest of your life. Because you remember when you are at an audition, even the way you sit, the way you do things, you're like, you want to impress for the rest of your life.
Even the dressing, you're dressing to kill for that audition.
No, for audition, you don't dress to kill, you dress the part.
Okay.
If they're saying they want a doctor, you come looking like a doctor. If they're saying it's a nurse, it's a what. Just, I'm not saying go steal doctor's uniform.
Just to look like a doctor. Like, where did you get that uniform?
Yeah, like, where did you marry a police woman? And then you're like, now, whoever, no, but just look the part.
I like to relate subjects to other parts of our lives when we talk about such stuff. So it gives me, what I'm getting from you is that it's important to check what you are pursuing and to understand what they require from that. Not just to appear as the same thing from all these different places. Just because when you think you are the best in for example, with your example of if they are looking for a doctor, dress like a doctor. If they are looking for a policeman, dress like a policeman. You've got those people who feel like I'm the best as a doctor. So they want you they want you for an interview as a policeman. You come as a doctor. They want you for an interview to be a presenter.
Let's say,
you come
for
as
example,
a doctor. Yeah.
If they want a slave queen, for example,
yes,
then you rock your wig and you are in your heels and what not. You have makeup and whatever. Then they say the following day is an audition for a woman who's coming from rural areas at home. She still wears body kiva. She's you know what I mean? She doesn't even have makeup, no lipstick, no water, and you come looking like a slave queen.
Exactly. Yes. So it's like you are ready for the wrong show.
Yeah.
You have appeared. You went to a funeral dancing while you should be crying.
I went to an audition that I actually got. It was for I won't say. But when I got there, because Millicent always puts lipstick on or lip gloss on because my lips get very dry. And I forgot because the role that I was auditioning for was an abused woman who had lost hope and everything. So she didn't have makeup, she didn't no hair, anything. The hair was just natural, your natural hair, no makeup, no nothing. And she was wearing like a dress type, because sometimes they give you like the picture of what you're supposed to look like. And Millicent had a lipstick on when I went to the audition. And while I was sitting there, one of the girls was like, "Did you read the brief?" Girl didn't get the job. I got the job. I was like, "Oh, why?" She's like, "Your pink lipstick, this woman doesn't have pink lipstick." And I was like, "Oh my God, thank you." And I wiped it off. I put Vaseline on, got in, got the job.
Oh, wow.
Imagine if no one told me anything and I got there and with my red lipsticks and the director's like, "Oh, she has red lipstick. She can afford a red lipstick. Our character can't afford it."
Oh, wow. So it's that intense.
Yeah.
Tell me, what was the most down moment in this career, in your career? What was you remember a time where you were like, "You know what, this is not worth it"? Your major disappointment. I know you love disappointments, but what
in
was...
acting? None. Relationships, yeah. But that is for another day. Acting,
I mean, it happens. That's
acting, though. I think, when you love something, no matter what comes your way, you always are ready for whatever. I'm a hustler. I'm from Atteridgeville. I was born in Venda. I grew up here. My job is to hustle, and I've realized that
You're a hustler, bro.
Life goes on. But you don't just then and say, it will happen, and you go home and sleep. You wake up, you hustle.
Wow.
Because at the end of the day, you must eat.
Yeah.
And maintain your life.
Wow. Tell me about the importance of side hustles. Yes, you are in media and you are on TV. We love you. We enjoy you. We think you are slaying. You are the best thing in the world. Talk about the side hustles.
I think side hustles, for example, how can I say this? Growing up in Venda, my grandmother used to sell everything. From masonja to paraffin to... people used to pay to watch TV at our house because my dad was a lawyer. So people used to pay to watch TV. So I think I learned entrepreneurship from her because she sold beer. One of this African beer.
Yeah.
She sold everything. Yes. I did drink something called berima.
You can make it yourself. Can you make it?
Halfway I didn't like it because it was...
You would taste it now if you were...
You know what I mean? But she sold everything. So I think because I think I inherited that.
Yeah.
I just come up with ideas. How about if I sell this, if I do this, if I do that? And they just come to pass, And you work hard on that, you research. Nowadays it's easier because you don't really have to go to people's houses and be like, "Hi, can I study keres?" There's social media and I have quite a number of following. So you just go there and you're like, "Hi, I sell 1, 2, 3. If you want, let me know. Please support your home girl." You just find a way of saying it and people support you. What I found is that the people who support your side hustles are not your relatives.
You are right.
Yes. Those are people you don't know.
I agree.
Yeah. Your relatives will never support it, not even share that post.
I agree.
Yeah, they don't even share. You're like, "Listen, this is what I'm doing." And you're like, "How? 300 people. None of them are my relatives."
I agree.
And then people from Mpumalanga are like, "Can I have?
Imagine.
Can I have? Can I have?" And you're like, "Someone from Eastern Cape. How can you deliver this?" They're like, "Okay, I can do." Someone from Northwest. My own people are here.
Wow.
Nix. Not even a share button.
Wow.
And that has taught me to say, if they do something, I'm the first one to share. Because I'm like,
I'm showing you what you should be doing.
I share, I post for people because I know that there's a lot of people who are trying to do this hustle. Hustling is not easy.
It's not?
It's not easy. It's all about making money because you want to eat. I call it eating. You want to eat. But if you just don't work hard for that, it will just be there.
Connecting to that, in closing up, how important is financial management? I see a lot of celebrities, they're doing it big. We want them, they're buying those cars, they're making it big. And then 1, 2, 3, they're not on media anymore. It's a mess.
Oh, they took the cars.
It's gone, the cars are gone, they're back. See, it's a mess. Drugs, all those kind of things.
Actually, I don't know anything about drugs, so I won't comment on drugs. I'll comment on. I'm a financial planner, and I know that we are not taught anything about finance at school. So the minute you start working, you're earning your 10,000. You are shocked.
From 0
You
to
want
10.
from 0
Like,
to
yeah,
10,000.
man,
You are like, eat it
0 to
all
0.
right now. Eat it all, you know. And you just start buying that car that you've always wanted that you can't afford. Then I decided to be a financial planner because of such situations, because I didn't want to get myself there. I wanted to be comfortable with my old car, wherever I stay, what I eat, but as long as I have money in my account, so that when 2020 comes back, I know I have food. I know I can maintain myself. I know no one will come and take anything from me.
That's wise.
I've learned to not have any debts.
Really?
I hate debts. I hate, well, hi, can I please speak to Millicent? And you're like, it's not me. It's not me. What do you want? It's like, no, please tell. You know those calls, that is 087. The no number, the no number, what.
Yeah.
Everyone just wants their money back because you've already used up their money, their loans, their what. I told myself, I have to pay it off. And I have to teach other people also to not have debts. We are living the way we are living right now. We don't have anything because of debts.
Wow.
Why do you want to buy something that you can't afford? If you can't afford this jacket and you want to buy it at credit, you can't afford it.
Yeah.
Don't buy it. Let somebody who has money to buy it. Let it eat you in your own bed at home to say that jacket I can't afford it. Yeah, you can't. That's the truth. You can't afford it. But if you go there and buy it, and then you are paying it for the next 3 years for that one jacket, 700, you're paying it, and it has interest.
Imagine.
Now that 700 jacket is now 3.2.
Yo.
That's why I became a financial planner. Also, because I wanted to teach people about the importance of a will. Your tax returns. People have a lot of money stuffs, but they don't know what to do. Your life covers. People die, and our kids are suffering because there's no money. Things like that. Yeah.
You said a very important thing there about debts. And recently, I think it's a week or 2 weeks back, I was on my Q&A Wednesdays. Someone asked me, when is the right time to resign? And one of the things I mentioned was that when you're working, just don't get any debt. Because those things are going to hold you. You won't resign, because if you're thinking of resigning, how are you going to pay all your expenses? So, and you mentioned that is a very important thing.
It is very important. What that will follow you to your grave. Yeah.
Wow. So what do you want people where do they follow you for what? And tell them.
Millicent Makhado on Facebook, Millicent_Makhado on Instagram, Millicent Makhad on Twitter, Millicent Makhado everywhere.
And what do they come to you for?
Financial planning, baking, cooking. I sell sunglasses as well. I'm an actress. I am a mother, MC, motivational speaker.
She makes some kombucha also.
I almost there. I think I'm gonna sell my sonja soon.
Right.
I'm joking.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your time. Time is valuable. I don't take it for granted.
Yeah.
It was hard getting you here.
Yeah.
But now I have you here. Please tell people to subscribe to my channel, The Miracle Perspective. When you tell them, they'll do it.
Please subscribe to his channel, The Miracle Perspective. Please do. Please do. Subscribe.
Guys, thank you for watching this, and stay tuned for more of this type of stuff. And I will see you again next week. On Monday, we've got the Monday Legends Show. On Wednesday, we've got the TMP Q&A Wednesday. Send in your questions. We've got you covered. I love you all. Remember to subscribe. See you again. It's finished.
Miracle perspective is in the area. Perspective. It's finished.